Most people are still living in the cities of the 20th century. But in 2026, 5 urban centers have broken away from the rest. They don't just provide housing, they provide time sovereignty. From the AI-governed streets of Zurich to the tax-free frontier of Dubai, these are the only 5 cities on Earth that have achieved the perfect status. Let's look at why. Vienna isn't just a city, it's a masterclass in human dignity. While other capitals are becoming unplayable for the middle class, Vienna has spent a century perfecting the art of the human sanctuary. 60% of Viennese residents live in social housing, but not the kind you're thinking of. We're talking about grand, high-ceilinged apartments in the heart of the city. Vienna treats housing as a utility, not a speculative asset, making it the most affordable luxury city on the planet. Imagine a city where your car is a liability. For just €1 a day, you get unlimited access to one of the cleanest and most punctual transit networks in existence. In 2026, half the population owns an annual pass because in Vienna, the CEO and the student sit on the same train. The water coming out of a Viennese tap isn't just filtered. It's direct mountain spring water from the Alps, protected by the city's constitution. Combine that with a city where 50% of the land is dedicated to green space, and you realize why Vienna doesn't just rank for business, it ranks for breathing. If Vienna is a museum you can live in, Copenhagen is a laboratory for the human spirit. In 2026, it has officially dethroned every other capital to become the world's most livable city, not by building bigger, but by building smarter. Copenhagen has evolved past the 15-minute city. In districts like Nordhavn, they perfected the 5-minute model. Every essential work, childcare, groceries, and nature is within a 5-minute radius of your front door. It's a design that treats your time as the most valuable currency on Earth. Most cities treat their harbors as industrial zones. Copenhagen treats its harbor as a public living room. The water here is so clean that swimming in the city center isn't just a gimmick, it's a daily ritual. This is what happens when a city prioritizes environmental security over industrial convenience. In Copenhagen, the bicycle isn't for people who can't afford cars, it's for people who value efficiency. With over 400 kilometers of protected cycle superhighways, the city has created a zero-friction transit system. When 60% of a city's workforce chooses a bike over a Mercedes, you know you've found a society that has its priorities straight. Zurich is the fortress of the present. In 2026, it remains the world's most successful example of frictionless wealth, a city that has quietly automated its infrastructure to provide the highest standard of living ever recorded. Zurich holds the world record for on-time performance. In 2026, its transit system isn't just a way to get around, it's a productivity tool. With sensors at every junction that prioritize public transport in real time, cross-city travel is guaranteed in under 30 minutes, making the entire city your home office. Zurich doesn't just run on power, it runs on a predictive smart grid. By 2026, the city has integrated AI into its entire energy and water network, achieving a level of resource efficiency that most capitals won't see for another decade. It's a city that thinks ahead so you don't have to. While the cost of living is high, the purchasing power is higher. In 2026, Zurich retains the world's highest average net salaries. Living here gives you the ultimate privilege, the ability to work less and live more, with direct access to the cleanest air and the most advanced healthcare systems on the planet. If Zurich is about stability, Singapore is about survival through innovation. In 2026, this island nation has done the impossible. It has built a hypertech megacity inside a tropical rainforest. It is the only place on Earth where artificial intelligence and nature have achieved a perfect one-to-one balance. Singapore doesn't just manage infrastructure, it simulates it. By 2026, the city's digital twin alive 3D virtual replica allows planners to test everything from a new bus route to a sea level surge before it ever happens. Living here means living in a city that is pre-optimized for your success. While other cities struggle with heat, Singapore is cooling down. Under the 2030 Green Plan, the city has already surpassed its goal of planting 800,000 trees by 2026. Every citizen now lives within a 10-minute walk of a park, proving that high-density living doesn't have to mean high-stress living. Singapore has become the global hub for safe AI with the launch of Smart Nation 2.0. It is the first country to integrate AI into its national security, finance, and healthcare systems with absolute transparency. It is the world's most resilient business environment, designed to thrive even when the rest of the global economy is in friction. Finally, we reach the undisputed number one, a city that doesn't just predict the future, it manufactures it. Welcome to Shenzhen, China, greater than. In 2026, Shenzhen has officially surpassed every global rival to become the world's first true tech alpha. This isn't just a city. It's a living, breathing machine where science fiction is the daily reality. Forget traffic, Shenzhen owns the sky. With over 1,000 drone launchpads and 300 active logistics routes, your coffee, your mail, and even your medical supplies are delivered by air. It is the world's most efficient urban grid. This is the world's first silent megacity. 100% of the buses, 100% of the taxis, and the entire logistics fleet are fully electric. In Shenzhen, infrastructure means a city that breathes as clean as a forest while moving faster than a rocket. Living here gives you the ultimate 2026 privilege: seamless automation. From penguin-shaped robots restocking subway stores to humanoid assistants in hotels, Shenzhen has automated the boring parts of life so its people can focus on the extraordinary. Shenzhen is number one because it has solved the world's hardest problem: scaling perfection. If you want to see the year 2030 today, there is only one destination. Shenzhen is the future, delivered ahead of schedule. The world is changing faster than ever. Subscribe to stay ahead of the curve and discover where the future is heading next. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.